I am back with another haul, another set of 15 books that I'm so insanely crazy about sharing with you. Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing very nice. I'm sending a lot of hugs and positivity to all of you. Hi, if you're new, welcome to the channel. I really hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, please do consider subscribing. Welcome to the family, which is all about books. I have received around 45 books in the month of June. There were 3 hauls last month in June. One of them was actually a haul from May, so that was the monthly haul of May, but then we had one unboxing and one birthday vlog. I got a lot of books on my birthday, and so 30 of the 45 books, the unboxing and the haul has already been done. If you want to watch it, go and check it out. I got some amazing books from you guys, from my family and from my friends. But after that also, I have received and I have bought some amazing, beautiful, glorious looking books. I have read some of them and they turned out to be glorious too, and I'm about to read some of them. I'm so excited about them. I am even more excited to share them with you guys so that you guys know what sort of videos you can expect in the coming month. And that's it. Let's begin the video. Let's just start with the bang itself. I thought of keeping this book for the end, but let's just start with a bang. The first book we have is the hardcover version of Babel by R.F. Kuang. I have paid a lot of money for this. Was it worth it? Yes, a big yes. I have been seeing Babel so many times. Every single time I go to Crossword, which is a bookstore, I touch it, I feel it, but even over there the hardcover version was not there, so I did not know what to expect. But as much as I could just buy the paperback version and get done with it, I just waited and waited and waited and saved up money to finally get Babel the hardcover, and I have been eyeing it since 1.5 months. And after ordering also, it took around 6 to 7 days to get delivered, which is just like a crazy amount of time to wait for, especially when you're ordering books from Amazon. So I have been pining over this book for so long, and now I finally have it in my hand. I love the details, I love the stone detail and the Babel. We also have the building in the back, and I think this is a very intellectual fantasy read, and I cannot wait to read it. I'm actually going to wear this same shirt and I'm going to read this book, and I'm just gonna like carry it around like this and feel like a professor. Next up, talking about the bookstore, I bought Triplets Need Not Apply by Camilla Bruce. This book literally called out to me from the bookstore. I was just browsing. I picked up 2 books which are really famous, one of them being really good actually, and second one was All the Light We Cannot See. And I was like, okay fine, I'm just gonna get these books and then I'm gonna get out. I was on a budget, so I could only get those 2 books, but then I kept walking and this book was not even like front face, it was kept like this, so you could only see the spine. And I was like, what is this? Like, why do I feel some sort of an attraction towards it? So I picked it up, and first of all, look at the cover. I saw the cover and I just knew that I had to get it, but I was really worried, what if it is a genre that I don't actually like and I don't actually read? So I read what the book is about, and the book is actually about a woman who was a serial killer in the 1870s. You know, I have to have it after that. Like, I have to have it. I also obviously went on Amazon and checked whether there is a discount on the book. There wasn't, so I was like, fine, I'm just gonna buy it from the bookstore itself at MRP. And then I came back home and I was just reading the whole thing in the back, and in the end I came to know that this is actually based on a true story of Belle Gunness, whose murderous rampage began in Chicago in 1900. It's based on a true story. My mind was blown, and I have just been carrying around this book and Babel all like together like this, and I keep changing it. I keep putting this in the front or in the back, and I'm roaming around with it because I'm literally in love with these books and I cannot wait to explore what these are like. Next up, another book that I got from Crossword itself, but I did not buy it actually. There's a story behind it, but the book is The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. Another beautiful book, another book that I had my eyes on, but it just wasn't like very prioritized on my TBR. I only decided to get it when I have like a lot of money and when I'm not like dying for any other book. But the story behind it and the reason I got it so quickly was because my brother Utsav and my friend Himalaya, they wanted me to try the Jolo chip challenge. Now Jolo chip is one of the spiciest chips ever, that's what it said, and I had told them that nothing, like they have tried it earlier, and I told them that nothing can can make me have it. You cannot convince me to have it. And we were all like sitting in Starbucks, and it literally took one sentence for both of them to convince me to have the Jolo chip, which was, what if we give you a book in exchange for it? And I was like, okay. And so from Starbucks itself, we went to Crossword. They gave me this book. They paid half for it. I got a book. After that, I did have to eat the Jolo chip and die and shed some tears. But I still don't think that Jolo chip is that spicy. Honestly speaking, I think that if I eat a full green chili like mirchi, that is going to be way spicier than Jolo chip. Jolo chip was not that crazy. And I got a book in return. So it was like an amazing experience overall for me. And only Utsav and Himalaya got to spend their money. Next up, I received this book I think on 30th June, which is like very recent, which is The Devil's Flute Murders by Shishi Yokomizo. This, my friends, is a classic Japanese murder mystery. A classic Japanese murder mystery. There are a lot of words in one sentence to attract me towards the book, and I got this book from Penguin. So thank you so much for sending the book to me. I have not read any Japanese thriller or mystery book ever, I think. So I'm gonna dip my toe in a new world, and hopefully it will be amazing. I'm so excited about this book. The book is Legends and Lattes, you guys. Legends, and just look at that cover. It's so good. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. Pan Macmillan sent this book to me, so thank you so much, Pan Macmillan, India, and Divyanshi, my angel, for sending this book to me. This is a cozy fantasy. I have been wanting to read it since I saw it. I was like, I need to have it, 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 I need to have it. And now I am literally the happiest woman alive. This camera and the pictures on the internet do not do justice to the cover of the book. This is completely velvety. It's fully velvety, and even after being velvety, it's not smudgy at all. The attention to detail and the clarity of the entire print is just insanely beautiful. It says it's high fantasy, low stakes, good company, and that is everything you can ask for. So I cannot wait for it to actually start raining so that I can get my coffee, take this book, and get lost in the world. Now I'll tell you a dumb thing that I did before we move on with the books that you will probably already know about if you have watched the recent vlogs, and if you haven't, you're gonna have more fun now. But I went to Crossword and I got another book, which is Ravan by Amish, and I was like, I want to read the Ramchandra series in August, and so I want to prepare for it properly. I already have the 3 books. Let me get the 4th book itself right now, and then it'll be fun. And then I came home and I realized that I already have Ravan. So now I have 2 copies of Ravan. I spent money on another copy of Ravan. I don't even know what to say. So I don't know if this is part of the haul or not, but this is also something that happened. Next up, we have an entire series which your girl actually won in a giveaway. What was that? I feel like something came over me, but every time I look at this, that is how I react. I never, first of all, enter giveaways, but I had entered the giveaway because of this series, because it's for these books. Like, I literally never enter giveaways, but I did because it's these books. And I was on my way to the gym and I got a message, you are the winner of the giveaway, and send us the address and stuff like that. It was hosted by Amazon and Simon, and I will never know how to say this, Schuster. And then I was so energized that day that I literally killed it in the gym, and not honestly in a good way, because then when I came back home, I was dead. I was literally dead. But I won the entire series of You by Carolyn Kepnes, which includes You, which is the first book. Then we have the second book, which is Hidden Bodies. Then we have the third book. No, this is the 4th book. You and Only, no, For You and Only You. And then we have You Love Me, which is the 3rd book. Now, if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about and why on earth do we have faces on the cover, You is actually a Netflix series which has Joe Goldberg in it, and he is a serial killer and a psychopath and whatnot. The list of his insanity is just increasing season by season, and it is literally one of my most favorite series ever. Joe Goldberg is actually a character inspired from this book, which is why when I came to know that this is meant for a giveaway, I was like, I have already watched You the entire 4 seasons, I think 3 or 4 times. I don't want to talk about it, whether it's good or not good. It's like the one series that is getting better and better by every season. again with season 4. The first 5 episodes, when I watched it and they dropped it in 2 sections, the first 5 episodes were like really lame, and I was like, what did they do? Why did they dip themselves so low? But then when I saw the last 5 episodes, I was like, so yes, I love Joe Goldberg, which is why I don't usually like faces on the cover of my book. I don't like men especially on the cover of my book, but if it is Joe Goldberg, then I don't mind it. Next up, we have 2 books which have sprayed edges. First, let's talk about one of the best. Was it the only? No, it's not the only 5-star book that I read in June, but I think it is the only 5-star book I bought in June, and that is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Thanks to Chaitanya, I was forced to read it. I could very easily wait, or I could just get the paperback version from Amazon, which is for like 300 rupees or something, but no. Chaitanya was like so insanely excited about this book, and he literally influenced me into it, that when I went to Crossword and I saw this book and only 2 of these editions were left over there, I sent him pictures and he was like, oh my god, yes, you're on the right way, come on, get it, yeah, wo. And I left the store, but then I had to go back again to get it because I just couldn't not get it, because what if it's out of stock later on? I couldn't see it on Amazon when I was searching for it, like this edition. I don't know if it's available now or not, and I was like, I'm not gonna miss out on the chance to get an amazing book and this amazing edition. And so I went and I bought it and I read it for the LGBTQIA plus video, and I am so happy that I have this edition, because this is literally one of the best books ever. The movie is coming out in August and I'm very excited to watch it also. I really hope that the movie is good. From what I have seen, it does seem good, but we'll only know the final thing once the movie is out. The reason this book is so special is because it has this art, and look at the cover on the inside. So we have art on that side, we have art on this side, so the end pages are art. I could just say the end pages are, and it's literally the best book in the world. So I got this, and for the LGBTQIA plus video only, I received another book by Penguin, and it is Call Me By Your Name by Andrea Asiman. This is the first hardcover edition of this book. This book also has a movie adaptation, and it's literally the most beautiful thing ever. And when I read it, the writing is the most beautiful thing ever, and though a couple of scenes were not really meant for me, I love this book, and all I want to do is go to Italy and read this book like a little bit every day in the morning while having my like espresso shot, or I don't have latte, but like good amazing coffee in the sunlight, and just like relive everything. I'm telling you, that has become one of the things on my bucket list after reading it. I love it so much, and I love this edition so much. It also comes with the bookmark, the yellow thing, and I love that. I love everything about this book. Talking about the LGBTQIA plus video, again, I have another book that I received from Pan Macmillan India, which is Fake Dates and Mooncakes. Divyanshi sent it very quickly, which again I'm so appreciative of, because then I was able to make the video on time. The same thing happened with Call Me By Your Name. I am so appreciative of this, because that's the reason the video was able to go on time, and I'm so grateful. Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Cher Lee is the story of Theo and Dylan. Dylan is trying to save his restaurant, and so he enters a mooncake making competition. And then we have Theo, who is basically this rich guy who has become a distraction for our Theo because of how hot he is and how sweet he is and how tender he is. And you get to read the story of Theo and Dylan and how they overcome their differences. It sounds a little intense, honestly, but I think that it is one of the coziest books ever. I said the same thing in the vlog, and this is literally the only... Okay, wait, I'm not supposed to give you a review. Why am I giving you a review? I'm not gonna review it over here. You can either watch the vlog or wait for the wrap up. I am in love with this. There is nothing better than this cover, is there? Like, oh my god. The mooncakes are supposed to be transparent, and I can actually see the transparency of the mooncake. And the corgi, oh my god, I am in love with it. Another book I got is In a New York Minute by Kate Spencer. This is the debut of Kate Spencer. I am again in love with the cover. It sort of gives me summer vibes and monsoon vibes and fall. Like, okay, there's no fall in India, but like the wintry vibes. And now I don't know when I'm going to read the book. Like, how do I decide it? So someday it just yells that read me or something like that, I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna read it. The last two books were Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, which I recently read in the vlog, so you can go and check it out. I got it from Hachette. Thank you so much, Hachette, for sending the book to me. I have been dying to read this book since I read The Love Hypothesis. The first thing I did after reading The Love Hypothesis was actually Google the next book that's gonna come by the author, or like every book that she has already written. And I saw this and it just looks really similar to The Love Hypothesis, which is why I was like extremely excited to read it. The only other book I want to read by Ali Hazelwood is Love on the Brain, because I think that is also science and romance, and I love this combination of science and romance. So we have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and the last book is Time Shelter. This is the story of a room that I think redesigns itself, and Alzheimer patients go to that room to relive moments from their past. But what happens is that people who are not even patients of Alzheimer's start going into the room to relive memories from the past instead of taking care of their present, and they are basically trying to escape present, and you get to see what actually happens with that. Also, this is the International Booker Prize 2023 winner, which is so cool. I am in love with the cover. I think it just captures the vibe of the book very well, though I will know more once I read the book, and I'm extremely excited to read it. And with that, we come towards the end of the video. These are the 15 books that I got in the month of June and like the first few days of July, and I just could not wait to show you the books that I got in the first couple of days of July. So you're watching it right now. That's it, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Very again. I'll see you guys very soon in the wrap up of June. Oh my god, which is delicious. Bye.